here's my other topic for today. This is my college admission scandal. Okay, now, very, very, very disappointed in society. I remember going to college and, I had to pay my way through college, take out loans, work full time, go to college full time, and, I was a mediocre college student. I was an average, CB average, and, just reading, studying 3-4 times a day. Nowadays you can't even get somebody to study for 30 minutes. I used to study, and I used to go to 24-hour libraries and study, and come to find out, you got individuals who don't even want to go to college, don't even want to be there, but yet their rich parents pay for them to go to college to get a degree, and they're lying about being in sports, and you having people taking their SATs and taking the test for them, and changing their test scores and questions. You mean to tell me this is going on and nobody's going to jail? I remember when in Atlanta you had a school that majority of administrators went to jail because they changed the scores and the questions. And you mean to tell me these rich parents are not going to jail? They're not doing any time? What? Really? All this hard work I put in going to college, and then I couldn't get no makeups. I couldn't turn in something late, and I had to turn in everything on time, and I had to write 10-15 page papers. And you mean to tell me somebody is going in and taking a test for somebody, and somebody is changing somebody's test scores? Who's to say somebody's not actually writing somebody else's paper for them, and they're getting credit for it? You mean to tell me you got people who went to these prestigious colleges who probably can't even read and can't even write, and I'm a C average student, and I came from a community that was poor, and very few people went to college, and you mean to tell me all the hard work I put in, and you got people who come through the side door, the back door, and every other windows and everything else, and get to go to these prestigious colleges, and I gotta put in all this work and struggle and live on my own, and get into debt and go to college and all these things, and I gotta struggle. And you got somebody going in there and don't even want to be in college, don't even want to go and get a degree and be at a prestigious school and get something where they're in sports and they get all these recognitions, and they didn't even play a sport game, and can't even tell you what the actual game is. This is actually going on all these years, all this struggle, all this hard work, and people just skate on through. This is very disappointing. This is sad, people. This is sad. This is unacceptable. Unacceptable. Everyone who done that, the parents, the students, all of them should be in jail right now. If you got people in Atlanta, administrators who change grades, test scores, and they all have to plead either to have a felony or go to prison. If they had to go, these rich parents have to go. That's the bottom line. It had to be fair across the board, or you need to let those people go who are in Atlanta right now. And it's unacceptable that people who have money could skip the line. This could relate to the immigrants. You want immigrants to be in line in order to come to a country. They gotta stand in line like everybody else. How could they stand in line like everybody else if they can't even afford water or food to eat? You know how much it costs in order for somebody to go through the paperwork? It costs thousands of dollars in order to go through the process of being a citizen. Did you know that? how expensive it is? And you mean to tell me you expect somebody to come from places like Central America, all these places that you have people who cannot afford food and water to pay for their citizenship, where you don't even want them to work, and those who allow them to work, they're penalized for allowing somebody who's an immigrant work for them. So you want to penalize the employer, and you want to penalize the person who's trying to work to make an income so they can properly pay for their citizenship, trying to do it the right way to stand in line like everybody else, but they can't afford it. Okay, so this just reminds me of that, how the haves and have-nots. The haves are constantly getting over, manipulating the system, making money, prestige, and just taking advantage of the system because of the privilege of wealth. And those who are at the bottom are just being sacrificed and being taken advantage of, while the ones who are wealthy are constantly just finding ways to get around the system so they can always capitalize and make money and make sure that their kids and their families are being well taken care of. And everyone else, you know, are working hard, barely making money, struggling, and who are accumulating a lot of debt, not just in college, but also those individuals who don't even go to college and who are taking out loans and being charged 300% on interest, bank loans, credit cards, you name it, okay? So they need to go to jail. This is the bottom line. If they get a slap on the wrist, then shame on this court system. We need, if they end up walking, this justice system needs to be reformed. And that's the bottom line. If they walk away with a slap on the wrist, shame on this court system and shame on this country, because this is unacceptable. This should not be accepted. They should do some time, just like those individuals who did time in Atlanta, who changed grades, who changed scores, who had to plea that they were guilty or they received jail time. Just like they did it, those people who are wealthy should do the same, have the same opportunity. They should either be pleading for guilty or they should be doing jail time. And that's the bottom line. If this court system has to be fair across the board. If you're wealthy, you're white, or you're Hispanic, or you're black, and you're poor, whatever the case may be, you're wealthy, and you're black, or you're Hispanic, or you're white, or you're poor. Across the line, it should be fair for everyone. And if this person can walk and get away with it, then the people who are doing time for the same thing should be let out, and their convictions should be cleared. If you cannot do that,